is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Clint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
It's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
NAI Hall of Famers Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it. Howie Mandel, our guest here. Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show, presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave, here's Jason Walker.
Happy Monday. It is the Jason Walker Show here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Jason Walker Show presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Welcome everybody that's watching on the Facebook and YouTube, also listening on Podbean, TreasureStateRadio.com, and multiple other great places. In fact, you can go to JasonWalkerShow.com, our new website, and check out everywhere to listen to it, and just do it. You want to be there. Check it out, the website. You can listen to old shows. You can leave emails. You can sign up to get emails from us. We're not going to share anything. We're not going to do any of that, weird, goofy stuff, spamming stuff. Just let you know what's coming up on the show type stuff. You can also donate if you want to be a supporter of the show or be a sponsor as well. We got some great sponsors. Signed up some new ones last week. And thank you to all of our great sponsors: Dinner's Done Right, Cafe Zydeco, Major Mortgage, Helena Accommodations, Auto Concepts is on board as well. State Farm, Mike Miller, State Farm, appreciate him. Manscaped.com joining us as well. Did I forget anybody? I don't think so. I think I got them all in, didn't I? Nitro Green's going to join us a little bit later on as well. So, busy show today as we have a lot going on. And make sure, again, go to JasonWalkerShow.com for all the details on when and where to listen. Live, recorded, whatever you want. Like I said, big show today, though. We're going to have some recaps of what happened over the weekend. And some news came out today of stuff. And also, we've got, let's just run down real quick. We're going to talk to Guy Almquist, the head coach at Capital, get his thoughts on the Bruins after a tough loss to top-ranked Hellgate on Saturday. We are going to also talk some rodeo, both PRCA and PBR. And I'll tell you, by the way, you can go on Twitter, at JWalkerSports, at Jason Walker Show, and vote on who wins tonight's national championship game, LSU or Clemson. And I'll give you my prediction on this day in history still to come, and a whole lot more as well. All right. Oh, and you can also vote on Facebook or on Twitter and tell us what is your Auto Concepts performance of the week. And speaking of performance, if you want your vehicle to perform well, you got a couple of weeks left here. Auto Concepts full detail package, $195. And check it out, Helena, at AutoConceptsHelena.com. Also on Facebook. Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. I'm going to list off some ones for you coming up here in a little bit. Also want to make sure that you can vote on your own on the Twitter or on the Facebook. So get your votes in for what you think is today's or over the weekend's Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. All right, so we had some high school basketball over the weekend and saw some tough losses, saw some great performances from a lot of different people and teams as well. We're going to recap some of those as both the Hellgate girls lost to the Capital girls. That's a great one. Number 2 beating number 1 and handing Hellgate its first loss. On the boys' side, you had the Hellgate boys hammering Capital. We'll talk to Guy Almquist, like I said, a little bit later on. Helena High girls picking up a win over Butte, and the Helena High boys as well. But across the state, just some unbelievable performances. In Class B, I want to start with Rhett Reynolds, Logan Leck, as they got led Shelby past Great Falls Central 66-51. Reynolds had 24, Leck had 21. That's impressive. There was some other 20-pointers. Cody Tanner led R. Lee with 20 in a win over Charlo, and that's in Class B as well. Class C, just some great performances. Sloan McPherson, 26 for Savage over Brockton, 58-25. So Sloan McPherson outscored Brockton by himself, 26-25. Savage won 58-25. That's just boys. Girls side, there were some great ones as well. We mentioned Capital beating Hellgate. That's a great one. Helena High girls beating Butte 43-40. Third-ranked Sentinel used an 18-0 run in the third quarter to get past Glacier and hold on to a 61-53 win. In Class A, some good performances. Nothing really standing out. Savannah Toms had 18 to lead Glendive over Lewistown. In Class B, 19 points for Madison Underdahl. And Shelby beat Great Falls Central 65-28. So you can see where I'm going with this. Some great performances. Lindsay Kale had 20 to lead Shepherd past Red Lodge 44-41. And in Class C, Jenna Russ scored 21. Elizabeth Field had 20. Westbury Granora hammered Fairview 70-33. So just some great performances. We have your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. I'm going to list some for you coming up here in a little bit. But how about North Dakota State? Down there at Frisco, Texas, where it snowed. First off, Friday night, you had tornado warnings across the Dallas metro area. And then you had in like Plano, Frisco, that area. And then you had snow at Frisco, at Toyota Stadium, when North Dakota State and James Madison kicked off. It was like playing in Montana, basically. But North Dakota State holding on to get the 28-20 win over James Madison. NDSU 16-0 this year, and knocking out James Madison, which finishes 14-2. But for North Dakota State, this is unbelievable. They've had in the last, this is straight from the North Dakota State Twitter page. 9 years, the last 9 years, North Dakota State, 8 losses in 8 national championships. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's just, think about that. In the last 9 years, the Carroll College dynasty of the early 2000s, 4 straight, and winning, 6 overall in a span of 11 years. But North Dakota State winning 8 national championships in the last 9 years. That's unbelievable. By the way, the final stats, FCS Top 25 came out, and we'll get to that in a second, but Trey Lance was your offensive MVP of the season for the Bison, the redshirt freshman. He had 48 touchdowns this year, 28 passing. He did not throw an interception the entire season. He's a freshman, folks. North Dakota State's going to be really good for a long time. This was supposed to be the year that North Dakota State lost. Who in the world is going to beat them? The Cats aren't. The Grizz aren't right now. James Madison had the best chance, and they still couldn't get it done. So North Dakota State, that dynasty is going to continue. You think about it, they've done it with 4 quarterbacks, 3 head coaches over the last 9 years. They've won 8 national championships. The final Stats FCS Top 25 poll was released today. North Dakota State getting all 153 votes on number 1. James Madison number 2. Weber State number 3. Montana State number 4. Northern Iowa rounded out the top 5. And then in 6th place, Montana. 9th place, Sacramento State for the Big Sky. The top 10 from 6 to 10 went Montana, Illinois State, Austin Peay, Sac State, and South Dakota State. Weber State at 3, Montana State at 4. Can't really argue. They were both 11-4. They didn't play each other this year, and that's how the voters saw it. There was one voter, however, who actually listed Montana at number 4 and Montana State at number 5. Yes, that actually happened. He put the Grizz ahead of the Cats. The Grizz lost one round earlier in the playoffs this year on the road at Weber State. The Bobcats head up, straight up, beat the Grizz 48-14 this year. And yet you put the Grizz ahead of the Cats in your poll. This guy's from Virginia, so what a joke on that. And again, polls, do they matter? Nobody cares. Do they really? I mean, it's something for us to talk about, especially preseason polls. But whatevs. We all know in Bozeman and in the state of Montana and in Missoula who is the better team this year. The Cats beat the Grizz. Head up, 48-14. And it wasn't close. It was not close at all. So there you go. There's your final Stats Top 25 poll of the year. And we'll have the early predictions that come out, the way too early stuff coming out soon, I'm sure. You got to pick North Dakota State, on top. They've been number 1 since 2017, so North Dakota State, I would put number 1. But anyway, Jason Walker Show is presented by Helen Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenAccommodations.com. Coming up, Guy Almquist will join us. We'll talk Bruins basketball. We'll tell you who Coach Almquist thinks is going to win the national championship tonight down in Nolens. You got LSU and Clemson. We have the Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year has been announced. We'll check in on that. PBR, PRCA stuff. And we'll give you our poll results. Who wins between LSU and Clemson tonight? You can vote at Jay Walker Sports, at Jason Walker Show. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/The Jason Walker Show. All right, so it's first Monday that we get to do this. It is the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And we thank everybody down at Auto Concepts for hopping on board. And if you are looking for the best performance for your vehicle, AutoConceptsHelena.com. Lift kits, window tinting. Until for a couple of more weeks, you get $195 full detail. You need a grill guard? Auto Concepts. You need a bed rug? I've got the bed rug from Auto Concepts. Also the tonneau cover. It's amazing. I've had it for 3 years. Love it. Auto Concepts sets you up. They'll take care of you in and out in one day. Auto Concepts, Performance of the Week. Here's some names I'm throwing out for you. You don't have to choose any of these. You can choose one of these. These are what I thought were some of the best performances of the weekend. Jake and Jess Lockwood, each winning Saturday nights in different tours on the PBR. Jake actually won his event on the lower tier PBR. Jess won round 1 out at Chicago on the Unleash the Beast tour. He did not finish number 1 for the weekend, but he did finish first in round 1. He got bucked off in round 2, rode round 3. How about the Cruz family from Winston? Jesse, the 2009 world champion in Saddle Bronc, and his wife Lindsay, each taking home, I think this is the third time in the last 5 years that they've taken home year-end titles on the Montana PRCA circuit, but each winning over the weekend. The Carroll men and women sweeping Northern on the road and then getting wins over Providence at home on Saturday. And in that Saturday night at the PE Center, the Carroll women were down 48-33 in the third quarter. They came back to win 64-58. If my math is right, that is a 31-10 run to end the game. And the Carroll men, what a dogfight with the Providence men. Oh, man. University of Providence ranked 7th. They were 15-0 coming in. And Zacchaeus Darko Kelly poured in 33. He hit 7 3-pointers, and it still wasn't enough, as the Carroll men got the first win over the Argos this year. That's going to be a couple more great ones moving forward, but there you go. Jovan Slovanchinin, by the way, averaged 17.5 points. He won his 5th Frontier Player of the Week award. Now, Zacchaeus Darko Kelly very well could easily win the Frontier Conference Player of the Year, but Jovan Slovanchinin already has 5 Player of the Week awards. If you're based off that, Jovan and Darko Kelly are going to have a battle for that award coming up all season long and then the year end. How about the Bozeman boys and girls swim team sweeping the Bozeman Invite this weekend? Billings Skyview Wrestling won the Cowboy Invite going away. Tyler Green of MSU Billings hit a last-second three-pointer in overtime to lift the Jackets past Central Washington. It was a great shot. And then how about Dante Olson? I predicted it. He won it. The Buck Buchanan award for the best defensive player in the FCS this year from the University of Montana. And he's off to Tampa now for the Senior Bowl preparations. But congrats to those. So that's just a few of what I think were the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week nominees. I'll tell you who I think wins it. You can vote if you want. Do so. I think you should. On the Facebook /Jason Walker Show. Also on the Twitter @JWalkerSports, @Jason Walker Show. And when we come back here on the Jason Walker Show, we are going to check in with the head coach of the Capital Bruins. His name is Guy Almquist, and that is just around the corner. This is the Jason Walker Show on a snowy, cold Monday in the Queen City. We'll be right back. The holidays have come and gone, and now is a good time to treat yourself to what you really wanted. A full detail for your vehicle from Auto Concepts. Right now, Auto Concepts is offering a full detail for just $195. Or maybe you want to tint those windows. Auto Concepts does that too. Get that tonneau cover or bed rug you've always wanted and add in remote start, alarms, running boards, lift kits, toppers, winches, bug guards, grill guards, and much more. Check out Auto Concepts on Facebook or visit the website autoconceptshelena.com. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
My man Noah Britton setting up some great music for us. Got a hold of me a couple of weeks ago, and I said, yeah, man, if you got some good stuff, let's do it. And he did. So thanks, Noah. Good tune. Anyway, Jason Walker Show back inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave is presented by Helena Accommodations. The in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Well, we told you today that the Capital Bruins fell 77-52 at top-ranked Missoula Hellgate over the weekend. Hellgate is really good. Hellgate has a ton of guys that can play very well. Abe Johnson at 21 or 23, Raleigh Worcester at 21. It was just a very nice performance by Hellgate, which got past Capital and handed the Bruins the first conference loss of the season in Western AA. And joining us now to chat about it is head coach Guy Almquist. Joining us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline is the head coach of the Capital Bruins. Joining us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline is the head coach of the Capital Bruins, Guy Almquist. Coach, appreciate you joining us like you do each and every Monday. A up and down week for the Bruins last week. Is that how you would assess it?
Yeah, at least in terms of performances, obviously we started out well against Butte and played a good game, and then went to Hellgate and met our match. Certainly on that night, I thought Hellgate played really well. I didn't think that was all on us. I thought we were ready to go. We actually played pretty well early. We just really had a tough time stopping them, and again, they played probably to their potential, and we didn't. So we'll look forward to having another opportunity as it goes.
Well, that's what they always say is now you have a gauge. I mean, Hellgate was picked number 1 in the state for a reason in the preseason by the coaches. Now you have a gauge of what to expect. And I know you have known Hellgate and Coach Hayes a long time, but this is a really good basketball team, and now you have things to work on, and so does the rest of the state.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be alone in that regard. The difficulty with them is when they're supporting Cats plays like they did Saturday, that'll be very difficult. But still a lot of good things going with our kids. I think we'll have great practice today and look forward to being tomorrow night.
You do have that game tomorrow night, but let's go back to Butte. What went well in the opener?
I thought our defense was excellent, got us out in transition quite a bit, and we were really able to get a lead quickly. And then we were able to maintain that for an entire half, which I thought was great. I thought we lost focus just a little bit, which inherently teams are going to do when they get a lead like we did. But again, just some of the same stuff, sharing the ball, enjoying playing with each other. Did a lot of good things.
And then with Hellgate, like we mentioned, that's a tough one as you drop it. But there's positive things to look for, like you said at the outset, as Coach Guy Almquist joining us here. You mentioned that it was close in the first quarter. I think it was 20-17, and then you said, and I read the article, that the guys lost confidence quick, and you were surprised by that.
Yeah, I just think that our team has to believe that we can play with the best teams in the state, and I think we can. I think Hellgate was coming at us real strong, and you could just see us doubt ourselves a little bit. And we've got to work on that, especially when we're going against teams of that quality. We've got to be confident in what we're doing, confident in each other, and not let a little adversity kind of get us off that. And I think maybe just for moments we did. I thought we regrouped at halftime in the second half, and the kids were competing hard. It's just a little thing we got to get better at.
Guy Almquist, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show. Let me ask you this, because you have one practice before your game tomorrow at home against Big Sky. Is that good? Because now you get to put this one behind you real quick and focus on a pretty decent Eagles team, too.
Yeah, they're an athletic team. They're obviously, looking to get a win. They look like they're playing hard. They were leading like a minute ago at Glacier. They played Butte on the road tough. And then just the most recent game with Flathead was close till the very end. So they're having a hard time getting over the hump, I guess. But they're going to come in here and look at it as an opportunity, and we need to not let the Hellgate loss affect us going forward. We need to just move on and work on a couple things. We've got to rebound the ball better. We've got to defend the interior a little bit better and have a great effort tomorrow night.
Guy Almquist joining us, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. Now, it wasn't the best road trip in general for you on Saturday because you got stuck in traffic. The roads were not good coming home. What time did you guys finally end up getting home?
I think we left 6:30 from eventually Missoula, and we got home by 9:30. So a little bit longer trip than was planned, but that's the nature of the beast in Montana when you're in basketball season. And bottom line, we were all safe, and we just had to have a little patience, and things were good, and we got back at a decent hour.
It's when you trust those bus drivers real well, right?
That's right. We had a great one. The kids were good, and it wasn't too bad. Just we got home just a little later than anticipated.
Guy Almquist, our guest here, Jason Walker Show. With that, let's go back to your playing days with high school and college. Did you ever have any road trips that you were just miserable in the bus thinking, I hope we get home all right tonight?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, of course, if we're going to go back that far, we didn't have cell phones.
That's true.
And so the communication piece wasn't there. These kids now, probably half the kids on the bus hadn't even know we stopped, if I had to guess. So locked in their phones with their music and games and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I can remember a few trips across the barren land of North Dakota in the middle of the winter, wondering exactly, do we know where we're at and do we know where we're going? So that's the deal, like I said, in this country with winter and basketball season, and you got to know that's part of the deal.
With Coach Turcotte and those trips, because he's an antsy kind of guy. So if you're delayed at all, what was he like when those playing days?
Yeah, he was very regimented, very structured. So you would hear about it if anything. I mean, he wasn't afraid to. He'd get on players. He'd get on Mother Nature. He didn't care who it was. He wasn't happy with anybody that took him off his schedule. So yeah, but again. You can only control so much, and like we're always telling the kids, you control the controllables, the rest you just deal with.
That is true. Guy Almquist joining us here. Jason Walker Show. All right, who wins the big game tonight, LSU or Clemson?
Well, I tell you what, I think I got to go with LSU just because I don't know if I've ever witnessed anything like that first half in the semifinals. They seem to be, their confidence level seems to be high. Now, I know they're playing against a team that's won, 30 straight games or whatever it is. So it's hard to imagine them going in as such a huge favorite, but it feels like they are. So I'm going to go with LSU.
So you're picking the favorite.
I'm going to pick the Tigers. I should have just said that.
You just picked the Tigers. That's the easy way out. This is a very good game tonight. It's tough because you've got practice. You have the game. You've got to watch film to get ready for Big Sky tomorrow night. This is a tough night for college basketball coaches or high school basketball coaches that have games tomorrow because you want to watch this game.
Yeah, Coach Darcy Ford was kind to us, and usually on this day, she let us have the early practice, and we had film today at lunch, so we didn't have to stay afterwards. So we'll get done today in time to watch it, so we're appreciative of her working with us on that.
That is very nice of Coach Garson Ford. But Coach Guy Almquist, we appreciate your time as always. Take care. Have a great weekend, a great week of basketball. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Jason.
That is Guy Almquist joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline for all your auto, home, or life insurance needs. Get a hold of Mike Miller at State Farm in Helena today. The Bruins boys hosting Big Sky tomorrow. The girls will be on the road. We'll check in with Katie Garson-Forba, the head coach of the Capital Girls, later this week. We'll try to. She's got one of those tough schedules where she actually has a real job. The rest of everybody. But her and Coach Almquist, one of the very few in AA basketball that actually don't teach, and they just coach. They actually work real jobs. Not that teaching, hold on, I know you're going to freak out. Not that teaching is not a real job, because it is. My dad was a teacher for a long time. I have the utmost respect for teachers. I'm just saying that they're not teacher/coach. They're outside jobs/coach. That's the word I should have used, not real. But yeah, you know what I meant. I love teachers. I love coaches. I just don't want anybody to get freaked out about that. Oh, you don't? No, I do. I respect teachers. Coming up here in about 10 minutes or so, we are going to check in with the Gatorade Montana Volleyball Player of the Year. Paige Barch will join us coming up. That just confirmed here in about 10 minutes or so. Also, still your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. What do you think it was if you had to choose your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week? The Lockwood brothers, each winning on Saturday night, the Velocity Tour and the Unleash the Beast Tour in the PBR. The Cruz family completing the Saddle Bronc and Barrel Racing sweep at the Montana Pro Rodeo Circuit Finals. How about the Carroll men and women sweeping Northern and Providence over the weekend? Jovan Slavanchinen winning a fifth Frontier Player of the Week award this year. Zacchaeus Darko Kelly had a great weekend despite a loss to Carroll. What about the Bozeman swim teams? Boys and girls sweeping the Bozeman invite. Skyview Wrestling. Dante Olson winning the Buck Buchanan. Tyler Green, a last-second three-pointer that lifted MSU Billings past Central Washington. And not sure what happened there, but it should bring you back on screen here. There we go. Hi, everybody. Major Mortgage Man Cave. make sure you give J.R. McFadden a call if you are looking for buying a new home or just don't know where to begin. Get a hold of J.R. McFadden at Major Mortgage in Helena. All right, so we mentioned we're going to have our auto contest performance of the week. We're going to pick our winner of tonight's championship game in the national championship. You can also vote on the Twitter at JWalker Sports, at Jason Walker Show, also on Facebook, The Jason Walker Show. Who wins tonight, LSU or Clemson? And some Grizz games coming up tonight. We're going to talk about that in a second as well. Big week 2. We're going to check in with Jeff Heimel, the University of Providence hockey coach. They're ranked second in the region. We're going to check in with him because they got a big game coming up at Montana State Friday night, a game that I will be calling on SWX Montana. So looking forward to that. We'll check in with him. We're also going to talk some more basketball. We'll check in with some other coaches from across the state as well. Well, support for the Jason Walker Show comes from Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Lawnmower 2.0, proprietary skin-safe technology, so this trimmer will not nick or snag. Guys, the 70s called. It wants its look back, okay? We're past the 70s. We're past the 80s. It is time to take care of yourself. And manscaping accidents are finally a thing of the past. This Lawnmower 2.0 is unbelievable. You're not going to get nicked. You're not going to snag. It's going to feel good. Also, this is the cool part. You go to manscaped.com. You enter the code WALKER20 at checkout. You get 20% off and free shipping with the code WALKER20 at manscaped.com. Get the right tools for the job. Guys, Valentine's Day is coming up. We're about a month away, right? You want to look your best from head to toe for your date. Go to manscaped.com, enter the code WALKER20, and get 20% off plus free shipping. And we appreciate Manscaped jumping on board the Jason Walker Show. Again, WALKER20, manscaped.com, 20% off and free shipping. And I got to tell you, it's unbelievable. We'll talk more about it throughout the rest of the week as well. The Auto Contest Performance of the Week, you can still vote on that. You can still vote on who's going to win the championship game tonight. Facebook, Twitter. You can also vote on Podbean, YouTube, wherever you're listening or watching. And email jasonwalkersports@gmail.com. Go to jasonwalkershow.com for all of your content for this show. All right, take a quick break. We'll come back and get you in touch with the Gatorade Montana Player of the Year for volleyball. She's from Capital. It's the second straight year Capital has won this award. The two-time defending state champs, Paige Barch, will join us a little bit when we come back here. Jason Walker Show, presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. The holidays have come and gone, and now is a good time to treat yourself to what you really wanted. A full detail for your vehicle from Auto Concepts. Right now, Auto Concepts is offering a full detail for just $195. Or maybe you want to tint those windows. Auto Concepts does that too. Get that tonneau cover or bed rug you've always wanted and add in remote start, alarms, running boards, lift kits, toppers, winches, bug guards, grill guards, and much more. Check out Auto Concepts on Facebook or visit the website autoconceptshelena.com. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
It is Monday. It is the Jason Walker Show, and we are in the Major Mortgage Man Cave presented by Helen Accommodations. Big finish coming up here in the final 20 minutes or so. We're going to tell you what your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week is. I got some other nominations too for that. And also going to tell you who wins tonight's national championship game, LSU or Clemson. But I wanted to throw a couple of other names out for another idea for your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. How about Jason Petrillo and Vince Hayes? They walked away from Hebgen Lake with $5,700 after they won the North American Ice Fishing Circuit Tournament Sunday at Hebgen. They got 12.11 pounds of fish. There were 57 teams registered, and the Montanans got the win with 12.11 pounds. They narrowly beat fellow Montanans, Walter Brannon and Drew Mumford, who placed second with 12.03. And in third, 12.01. But Jason Petrillo and Vince Hayes winning the $5,700 for the Hebgen Lake North American Ice Fishing Circuit Tournament Sunday. It was cold, but they did extremely well. So a couple of more nominations there for your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. We'll give you the winner here coming up a little bit later on. Let's see what else is going on in the world of sports for the States. Don't forget to go to @JWalkerSports and @JasonWalkerShow on the Twitter. Vote LSU Clemson who wins tonight. You have a few minutes left to get your vote in for that. So we mentioned the high school and the college basketball over the weekend. There was rodeo as well. And at the PBR, Jess Lockwood at the Unleash the Beast Tour out at Chicago, he won the first round on Saturday night. He did not ride in round two and did not win overall. But his brother, Jake Lockwood, won the PBR Velocity Tour at Reno by going 3 for 3. They both won on Saturday night, and that's pretty impressive. And now, because Jake won at Reno, he gets to go to Sacramento in a couple of weeks and to go head-to-head against brother Jess. So both Lockwoods will be in the PBR Unleash the Beast event at Sacramento in a couple of weeks. We're going to check in with Flint Rasmussen later on this month as well. So there you go. All right. Let's see. What else happened? The PRCA rodeo. I want to talk about that here real quick because we mentioned Jesse and Lindsay Cruz each winning from Winston. Jesse, the 2009 world champ in Saddle Bronc, him and Lindsay each now get to head off to Kissimmee, Florida, as does all the winners. But here is your 41st Montana Pro Rodeo Circuit Finals official results. In the bareback, Wyatt Bloom won the average by a point over Jesse Davis. Jesse Davis won Friday night, won Saturday night. He finished 5th and just out of the money on Sunday afternoon, but he lost the average title by 1 point to Wyatt Bloom. Heading off in the year end, Tristan Hansen won it. Jesse made it close. He was in fourth, made it close. He finished second. But Tristan Hansen and Devin Riley will now head off to the circuit finals, the Ram circuit finals in Kissimmee, Florida. In team roping, those heading to Kissimmee, Brady Tryon and Radley Day are headers. Justin Viles, Taylor Williams in heeling, on the heeling end. Ty Erickson won both the average. He finished second on Sunday. He split first, second, and third. So he won all 3 nights. He won Friday, Saturday, and then split Sunday. And Ty Erickson, the world champ in steer wrestling, wins another circuit final as he had a 10.6 average on 3. And he wins the year-end title as well. So Ty Erickson and Roz Mosher will head off to Kissimmee. Year-end in Saddle Bronc. Jesse Cruz wins it. Sage Newman was second. And Houston Brown won the average in Great Falls. So Jesse and Cruz and Houston Brown go to Florida in April. Tie down, it'll be Bryce Bott and Trevin Bauman going to Florida. Barrel racing, Lindsay Cruz and Tara Stimson. Stimson won the average up in Great Falls. And in bull riding, Peyton Fitzpatrick wins the year-end title, and he will head back to Florida along with Connor Murnion, who won the average at Great Falls. Hank Hollenbeck is your all-around champ for the year, and he's a heck of a cowboy. So there you go. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back, and we'll be joined by the reigning Gatorade Montana Volleyball Player of the Year, Paige Barch, joins us next. Jason Walker Show, here, wherever you're listening.
The holidays have come and gone, and now is a good time to treat yourself to what you really wanted. A full detail for your vehicle from Auto Concepts. Right now, Auto Concepts is offering a full detail for just $195. Or maybe you want to tint those windows. Auto Concepts does that too. Get that tonneau cover or bed rug you've always wanted and add in remote start, alarms, running boards, lift kits, toppers, winches, bug guards, grill guards, and much more. Check out Auto Concepts on Facebook or visit the website autoconceptshelena.com. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Monday inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave, presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Still got time to get your vote in. Who wins tonight, LSU or Clemson? And also vote on what was the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. I can tell you the Auto Concepts Performance of the volleyball season, and that was Capital Girls winning a second straight state championship. And joining us now is the newly crowned Montana Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year. Her name is Paige Barch, and she joins us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Paige, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great, thank you. Congratulations. First off, this is a big win for the Capital Girls over Hellgate on Saturday. Your sister led the way in points, but pretty good win there.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was an exciting game because it was against the 1 and 2. And so we weren't really sure how it was going to end up, but it was good for us because we ended with a win.
It definitely worked out. You guys will be the new number one. But let's talk about the real reason we're chatting today, and that is because you were named today as the Montana Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's that mean for you?
It means it's been like a goal of mine for, I don't know, as long as I can remember. So it was really exciting for me, and I was just, I don't know, I was ecstatic when I found out.
Did you have any idea that it was happening?
I mean, I knew I got nominated, but I wasn't really sure. I didn't really think I was going to win because the other girls nominated are super good volleyball players. So I was excited when I found out.
Yeah, but you know that usually the winner goes to whoever won state, and you guys won state for a second straight year.
Yes, but there was two of my other teammates on there, so it was a little bit scary, but I don't know.
Who else was nominated?
Audrey Hofer, my setter, and then my outside, Sarah Ashley.
Okay, well, both very good. Didn't Audrey win it last year?
Yes, she did.
So is she okay with you winning and her not being back-to-back?
I think so. I think we're just both happy that we both won one.
You haven't talked to her yet?
Well, I have, but
Okay.
she just seemed upset.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, high school girls are good at hiding stuff, so emotions. No, congratulations. Oh, this is really cool. And, you guys have had quite the dominating run the last 2 years on the volleyball court. Great coach with Rebecca Cleveland, but you guys are so, you played so many games together. I think it just translates into the state tournament that you guys feel you can't be beat. Is that right?
Yes, we've been playing with each other. Well, me, Audrey, and Danny have been playing with each other since sixth grade. So we really know how to play well with each other, and we understand kind of what the other ones are doing. So it makes it really fun.
All right, so I got to ask: is Danny upset about this?
No, I think she's more happy for me.
Does that mean that she has to win next year, then? Because you can't win 2
I
in a
guess
row.
so. Or still have to win basketball.
This is awesome. Paige Bart's joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline on the Jason Walker Show. A couple final questions, but three-peat next year, what's it going to take?
I don't know. I think we can accomplish it. We're losing a lot. We're losing some of our really good players, but we also have some good players coming up. So I think we'll just have to work together and learn how to play with the new players, but I think it should be really fun, and it'll be an exciting year and see where we go.
All right, what is your best sport? Is it basketball or volleyball?
Volleyball, I would think.
Okay. And I don't know, have you made a college choice yet, or are you still taking your junior year to think about it?
I committed to Boise State last December.
You did. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
For volleyball?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense if it's your best sport. Why Boise? You just wanted to get out of state?
So I kind of wanted to get a little farther away from than MSU or UM, and also I just love the coaches, and I love Boise, the city, and I have some family friends that live there. So I know people there, and the campus is awesome, and the coaches are awesome. So I just thought it was the right choice for me.
Well, that's very good. All right, I got to ask you this: who's the more goofy coach? Is it Coach Cleveland or Coach Garson Forba?
I don't know. I think they both are pretty goofy. They like to have fun during practice and stuff, but they just do it in their own way, I think.
Gotcha. All right, who was your favorite volleyball player growing up?
Caitlin Oliver, probably. She played for Helena High, and then she went to Boise State. And I just thought that was pretty cool that she was able to go to such a big college and was from Helena. So I think she was probably my role model.
But isn't that kind of you can't, if you're a Bruin, you can't root for a Bengal, right?
Basically, I don't know why I chose her.
Oh, wow. I like it, though. The rivalry. This is good. All right, so go back to basketball real quick. You gotten Helena High on the volleyball court the last couple of years, but they've gotten you on the basketball court the last few years. So what's that first crosstown game going to take? How's it going to look?
I don't know what the outcome will be, but I think it'll be a really exciting game because we're both two talented teams that I think it'll just be a really exciting game.
Are you and Danny just happy you don't have to guard Jamie Pickens anymore?
Yes, I'm very glad.
Paige, congratulations. Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Montana. You are now up for the National Player of the Year. Is that right?
Yes.
And it's the Wendy's Montana Gatorade Player, right? Or Wendy's Gatorade, or something like that. Do you get a lifetime supply of Gatorade here? Is that what we're talking about?
No, I don't know, but I just think. Sorry, I was talking to my trainer right before this call actually, and he said that we get some Gatorade bars and water bottles and stuff, or a cooler and stuff for our school. I don't really know what all I get, I guess.
I think you get a scholarship, you get some money, which is good. But it's and you get the prestige of, hey, that's going to make family dinners pretty fun moving forward because you're the volleyball player of the year in the state of Montana, and it's awesome.
Yes.
Well, Paige, congrats. I know you got basketball practice coming up shortly, but thanks for joining us. Congratulations, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That is Paige Barch joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. She is the Montana Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year, and it's a great honor for her. And the second straight year, Audrey Hofer won it last year for the Bruins, and now Paige Barch gets it done. And, Paige is probably better at volleyball, and Danny might have the upper hand at basketball, but those two twins are so athletic, and they're so fun to watch. And congratulations to both of them. But congratulations to Paige. That's a heck of an honor and a big, big deal. So there you go. All right. So Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. I don't want to give you my what I feel is. I'm not going to give you mine yet. I want you just to have a couple of more chances to get yours in. We did get a couple of tweets from our buddy Dan, who's picking LSU over Clemson tonight. Dan says LSU behind Joe Burrow, Cincy Bengals future quarterback, which is probably true. But man, Trevor Lawrence is going to be hard to beat for Clemson. And then he also, we talked about North Dakota State winning an 8th title in the last 9 years. And there's been a lot of talk over the last week. Is North Dakota State too good for FCS football? And should they move up? They're not going to. But Paul Pabst from the Dan Patrick Show brought this up a while ago, and he reiterated it again today on the DP Show. But he said, you have those crossover games, FCS and FBS. Now, if North Dakota State, for instance, was to play Rutgers and beat them, then North Dakota State becomes a member of the Big Ten, and Rutgers has to drop back to the FCS. It's kind of an interesting little deal. I like Paulie's idea on this, but I'll tell you who's going to win in a second. And also, the National Sports Media Association awards came out today for each state, also the National and Hall of Famers. But congratulations to Riley Corcoran from the University of Montana, voice of the Grizz, and also a good friend of the show, Greg Rakoch, who will joins us throughout the course of the football and basketball seasons. But the 406mtsports.com writer, great writer, and Greg Rakoch wins his 5th Sports Writer of the Year for the state of Montana from the NSMA. Congratulations. It's a great organization. And I've had the honor of winning a couple of times and also losing a few times. But congratulations to Riley and Craig. And also congrats to Katie Lynn Krause, who was named Miss Rodeo Montana up in Great Falls Saturday afternoon. And Katie Lynn, the one we didn't interview, won this week as she knocked off her good friend Cassidy Shea O'Neill and also good friend Breanne Grimshaw. All three former Miss Livingston Roundup queens, and also all three living in the Southwest Montana, Livingston, Bozeman area, but Manhattan. Congratulations to Katie Lynn Krause, who will join us some point this week, I believe, here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. But a great win for her. And Cody Carson wins Miss Teen Rodeo. And congratulations to the winners there. All right, final results of today's Twitter poll. Who wins tonight between LSU and Clemson? Drum roll. I don't think I have a drum roll. Do we have a drum roll? No. Ooh, but this is eerie. We can do this. Our fans are voting for LSU by a vote of 65% to 35%. LSU over Clemson tonight. I don't know who I'm going to take. I'll tell you in the walk-off. How's that? Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. I will tell you that, though, right now. I gave you a laundry list of who I thought had great performances. We had the Lockwood brothers, the Cruz family, Carrollmen and women, Jovan Slovanchinen individually, Zacchaeus Darko Kelly individually, the Bozeman swim teams, Skyview Wrestling, Tyler Green, who hit a last-second three to lift MSU Billings, also known as MSU Billings, past Central Washington in overtime over the weekend. It was a great shot. Also threw out the two fishermen winning at Hebgen, and Dante Olson, who won the Buck Buchanan. And I'm going to give my Auto Concepts Performance of the Week to Dante Olson. Dude deserved it. 151 tackles last year, 179 tackles this year, led the FCS in tackles both years, and Dante Olson wins the first Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Auto Concepts, if you're talking about performance, lift kits, window tinting, they also do signs. They also do full details for $195 right now. Go to autoconceptshelena.com and Dante Olson, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. All right, let's do On This Day in History, which is always a fun time. As I find it somewhere, where am I at here? Jason Walker Show, presented by Helen Accommodations. And on this day in history, 1962, Philadelphia center Wilt Chamberlain scored 73 points in a 135-117 win over the Chicago Packers. At the time, it was the most points scored in NBA regulation. Wilt also had 100 later. It still remains tied for the third highest total. Wilt with 100, Kobe with 81, and Wilt with 73. 1982, Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. That's a couple of dudes that could hit the ball right there. 1994, Tanya Harding's bodyguard, Sean Eric Eckert, Derek Bryan Smith were arrested and charged with conspiracy in the attack of Nancy Kerrigan. And on this date, 1999, basketball superstar Michael Jordan announced his second retirement. Just prior to the start of the lockout-shortened 98-99 season, he would return in 2001 with the Washington Wizards. So there you go. Hi, Maddie. Maddie G joining us on the Facebook. Maddie G, dog. She is a great young lady playing basketball over at Carroll College. Just tuning in here as we get set to wrap things up on a Monday. All right, so we think that. I need to tell you. So you think that LSU fans is going to win over Clemson. I am going to tell you who I think will win as soon as I can play this, which is awesome.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Jason Walker Show and the Walk-Off, presented by Cafe Zydeco. Make sure you go down for breakfast, which is served all day. You can get lunch, dinner, Cafe Zydeco. Open Monday from 11 to 3, Tuesdays through Thursday from 11 to 8, except in the winter it's 11 to 7, and Friday 11 to 8, Saturday 9 to 3, closed on Sunday. You want beignets? You want po' boys? You want it all? Cafe Zydeco is the best this side of Louisiana. And I'm telling you that... for one thing, because I think down in New Orleans tonight, man, that crawfish etouffee is probably flowing pretty well. And make sure you go to 625 Euclid if you would like Cafe Zydeco. But I got to tell you, I am going to... LSU Clemson. Who wins tonight? You picked LSU 65 to 35%. I've got to pick... I like Clemson, man. I like Clemson a lot. They're the back-to-back champs. I know LSU's good. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I like both quarterbacks, Joe Burrow of LSU, Trevor Lawrence, Clemson. But he's got the experience. He's got the great hair. I'm going with Trevor. And Clemson Tigers win tonight. And you can't just say when people are, oh, the Tigers. I think the Tigers win tonight. Our good friend Barry Fouts, who from Victory Sports Network, he was at the North Dakota State James Madison game, freezing his tail off, but he went with Clemson. So congratulations to us, because I think we're going to win. All right, so there is your Cafe Zydeco walk-off. Walk in to Cafe Zydeco anytime except Sunday and get some fantastic food, the best food this side for Cajun, this side of Louisiana. And make sure you join us tomorrow. This will you can watch this anytime. JasonWalkerShow.com. You can rewatch anything if you missed an interview or just want to listen to it again. Thanks to Guy Almquist for joining us today. Big thanks as well to Paige Barch, the Montana Volleyball Gatorade Player of the Year. It was announced today, and she joined us today. We appreciate her. And the girls of Capital with a game at Big Sky tomorrow. The guys are at home taking on the Eagles. I gave you my LSU Clemson prediction. Go. Grizz and Lady Grizz are in action tonight. Lady Grizz at Portland State. The guys taking on the Vikings at Dahlberg. And should be a good game at Dahlberg. Portland State knocked off the Bobcats on last week on the last-second shot, and it'll be a good game tonight. So there you go. Clemson wins it. You can book it. We'll see you back here tomorrow on the Jason Walker Show.
Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.